Hi there, this is Datila with 3 Inches of Wrestling, bringing you the Wrestling Time Post show. And for tonight, I'll be reviewing AEW Dynamite. Alright, so much went down tonight. Let me start. So, AEW Dynamite kicked off with the 10 Tag Team Battle Royal. There was so much chaos in this match. I kid you not. It was really hard to keep track of who was getting eliminated and by who. But from what I caught, the Butcher almost he took down Red Dragon. Butcher almost almost eliminated Trent. Chuck saved him, and then they hugged and eliminated the Butcher. Matt Hardy saved Isaiah Cassidy, but he still ended up getting eliminated. Santana eliminated 2.0. There was a stare down between FTR and the Bucks. Then redirect. Oh, and then Nick Jackson saved Kyle O'Reilly from FTR, but Nick Jackson ended up getting eliminated. Orange Cassidy then saved Trent Beretta from elimination. Trent eliminated Bobby Fish until he tried to eliminate John Silver, but Cash ended up was the one that got eliminated. Then the final ones were Matt Jackson, Kyle O'Reilly, Trent, Santana, Dax Harwood, and John Silver. Matt Jackson and Kyle eliminated Santana and Trent, who were fighting on the ring apron. Then we had O'Reilly and Dax on the ring apron, and what ended up happening was Bobby Fish came back and eliminated Dax Hardwood. Then Matt eliminated John Silver, and while Matt was eliminated John Silver, Kyle O'Reilly eliminated him alongside Silver. So the Young Bucks were blindsided by this. They were not too happy later on in the night that Kyle O'Reilly eliminated him from this match, which goes to build further into that storyline with the Bucks and Red Dragon and Adam Cole. But there's more. So Hangman Adam Page then comes out and attacks Red Dragon, and the Young Bucks were like, "What? Like, what? You know, they didn't even do anything. They didn't even save the Red Dragon from getting attacked." Then Adam Cole comes out. They still don't do anything. I kind of just walk away. Red Dragon is the one that saves Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly ends up getting hit with the Buckshot Lariat. Then we had story time with Hangman Adam Page, and he's talking about how in 2008 Adam Cole entered professional wrestling, and that when he and that he's won a championship at pretty much every promotion he's been in. But when he enters Revolution, he's gonna be a step closer to his grave, and when he gets buried, that sound is gonna make boom. So I just really like this. This was, of course, a play on Adam Cole's previous story time with Adam Cole. So it was a good segment. And then after that, we had MJF. This is the segment that everybody was talking about. So it was MJF. He says that he used to love CM Punk, and that he understands he's not the easiest guy to like. And that when last week Punk showed a picture of himself and MJF, he said that people find it really hard to believe that he was raised with a silver spoon in his mouth. And that in 2007, he was 11, he had ADHD, school was hell for him, and football was his only saving grace. And that he woke up every morning for professional wrestling because he loves professional wrestling. He loves AEW. Before I continue, I'm going to stop right there. There's a lot of us that can relate to this. A lot of us love professional wrestling. Some people love AEW, some people don't. Some people, that's whether you like it or not. I think we can all find common ground that we all love professional wrestling. And, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are related. This was one hell of a promo. I will say that right now. I really, really like this promo. He spoke from the heart. It made me tear up a little bit. Not gonna lie, MJF spoke from the heart on this one, and it was a fantastic promo. So he proceeds to say that teammates threw quarters at him, and he cried. He says that he met Punk on a Friday, and it was his hero, and he made a promise to himself that he was going to be like his hero. And all he wanted to be was a pro wrestler. He got scholarships to play football. And it's in January 2014, Punk left when he needed him the most, when everybody needed him the most. So if you guys recall, January 2014, Punk ended up walking out of WWE after the Royal Rumble. And then he was pretty much gone since. So MJF said he decided to go to college, and he watched the video of Punk and Bryan shaking hands. And he goes on to say that it doesn't matter if Punk chokes him, he will not quit. Then CM Punk comes out and asks if it's real. And I thought MJF would probably attack CM Punk, but that didn't happen. And I thought maybe CM Punk might try something, but that didn't happen. The fact that it was kind of like they were just standing there looking at each other, and then MJF walked away. Like, this segment was hands down, in my opinion, the best segment of AEW Dynamite. Yeah, there was another great segment down the road with Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, but this segment right here, this was a talking point. This segment was from the heart. MJF spoke from the heart. This was one hell of a promo right here. It was. I don't care what anybody else is. Honestly, if Dynamite would have ended with this promo, it still would have been a fantastic episode, if you ask me. Great, freaking great promo. And honestly, it made me like MJF. It really did. It changed my perception of him. You know, he's this heel who is cocky and arrogant, but this showed a different side to him. And in my honest opinion, MJF needs to defeat CM Punk. CM Punk gains nothing by beating MJF. And after this promo, how could you not think that MJF does not deserve to beat CM Punk? He needs to win at Revolution after this promo. And then this was followed up by the Kings of the Black Throne versus Pac and Penta Oscuro, who came out in this badass all black entrance. Even Alex Abrahantes was dressed up. It was a really, really cool entrance. This match was great. I like that Penta covered Malachi Black's mouth just as he was about to go for the miss. I think he's the first person to do that. Of course, Pac and Penta ended up winning. That was not the talking point of this match. The talking point of this match was that Buddy Matthews, formerly Buddy Murphy of the WWE, debuted and aligned himself with Malachi Black and Brody King. So now it's 3. So now I guess we have to wait to see when Ray Fenix comes back, and we'll probably get 3-3. It's going to be an amazing, amazing rivalry, if you ask me. Then we get the Chris Jericho, Eddie Kingston segment. And this is hilarious because Eddie Kingston wonders why there's security in the ring. He says he's not a sports entertainer, and that this is a wrestling company, not a sports entertainment company. That company is a block down. It's so funny because they are in Stamford, Connecticut, which is a home of the WWE. So, and Chris Jericho says that he will entertain, even though they are across the street from Stamford. This is going to be entertaining. He said that when he first heard Eddie, they thought they were referring to Eddie Edwards, who, if you guys recall, Eddie Edwards is an Impact Wrestling wrestler. And this is the second time they name dropped a wrestler from Impact Wrestling. A couple weeks ago, when Brandy Rhodes was still a part of AEW, she name dropped Josh Alexander. So it makes me kind of wonder if there might be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know of between Impact and AEW. Guess we got to wait and see. So he said that he did not give a damn. Well, that was not his exact word, but I cannot say it because eventually I do want to get monetized, and I'm not going to say that. About Eddie Kingston and his sob story. He says that Eddie Kingston is jealous of him because Chris Jericho made it at 22, while Eddie Kingston made it big at 38. Eddie Kingston says that Chris Jericho only made it big because he was not around. And then Chris Jericho proceeds to talk about achievophobia, which I'm not sure if that's an actual word. I would have to Google to find out. But he basically says achievophobia is a fear of success. I've never heard of this word. Has anybody ever heard of this word? Because I personally haven't. Again, I need to Google to make sure this word is legit. Or if Chris Jericho just made it up. And he says that Eddie Kingston is afraid to make it to the top, and that he can't win the big one. Chris Jericho says that in this company, he is the big one. He is the influencer. He's the demo god. He's the Le Champion. And that he says that if Eddie Kingston can beat him, he will look him in the eye and tell him that it was wrong about him. And Eddie Kingston says he wants the Chris Jericho that was AEW World Champion, the Chris Jericho that a certain Levesque hated, referring to Paul Levesque, aka Triple H. He wants the Chris Jericho that took WCW by storm. And Chris Jericho says that Kingston is nothing more than a loser. This was another excellent promo. As much as I like this promo, this still does not top MJF. The MJF promo. No, it does not. But honestly, it was followed by a great match between Dark Order's 10 and Ricky Starks, which was the Face of the Revolution qualifying match. This is a good match. Of course, Ricky Starks ended up being victorious, and now Team Taz has 2 members in the Face of the Revolution ladder match. And we also found out that at Revolution, we're going to get a Tornado Trios match. It's going to be Andrade, Isaiah Cassidy, Matt Hardy versus Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara. We have yet to see who's going to be TNT champion by then. I guess we got to wait and find out on Friday. And then afterwards, we had the TBS championship match. It was the Bunny versus Jade Cargill. This was, I don't want to say it was a squash match. Of course, Jade Cargill was victorious, but it was more than that. My favorite spot was when Matt Hardy tried to distract the ref and handed the Bunny the brass knuckles. Then Mark Sterling handed the TBS championship to Jade Cargill, and she hit the title with the brass knuckles. Both Matt Hardy and Mark Sterling got ejected, and Jade Cargill still ended up victorious. She says, "Who's next?" You know, copying Goldberg's face or borrowing it. And Ty Conti answers the challenge, and she gives her a kiss on the head, which I thought was hilarious. But I never let you get Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. I think at Revolution. And then in the main event, we had Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia, which was an amazing match, if you ask me. I like the series of elbow strikes to the face and back and forth between each man. Of course, Bryan Danielson was victorious when he put Daniel Garcia in the triangle sleeper. And then afterwards, you get a post-match assault with 2.0 on Bryan Danielson, sorry. Then John Moxley comes to save him. Daniel Garcia was going to hit John Moxley with the steel chair, but Bryan saved him, and then Bryan says he doesn't need a chair to make someone bleed, and he accepts the match with John Moxley, and he tells him not to be surprised if he makes him bleed. And overall, I have to say this was a fantastic episode of the AEW Dynamite, top to bottom. There's not one thing that I disliked about tonight's show. It was a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, or as I like to say, it was a Ty Dillinger because it was a perfect 10. We also got some news today that AEW is going to have Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, and your girl's going to try to go because I have not been to an AEW show in over 3 years, and it's in Las Vegas. That's super exciting, but I'll keep you guys updated on my journey to Double or Nothing. Hopefully I get tickets. Wish me luck, people. But with that being said, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or I release a new video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Impact Wrestling. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.